Hi guys, I'm Andy Crowley. Welcome to day 5 of this 10-day guitar starter course where we're going to be looking at a new strumming pattern and a little melody for one of the great songs that are fantastic for beginners. It's just got 2 chords in it and this is Ooh La La by The Faces. You may not be aware of it, so I'll just give you a little playthrough of the 2 parts that we're going to go for, but I think you're really going to like it.
Wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger.
So that's the chorus and that's the little rhythm part, and then we have this lead part. That can be played just with your first 2 fingers, so absolutely fantastic for beginners. So those 2 chords I just played were a D major, played from string 4, and an E minor, which is played like this. So E minor is essentially just an E major chord, but we take off your first finger and it's just those 2 notes there. But it can be easier to play that with your first 2 fingers. So that was the E minor I played before, E major with our first finger off. But it can be easier just to use your first 2 like this. And the strumming pattern that I used was playing the root note, so the lowest note of the chord, otherwise known as the bass note, and then strumming, which I kind of nicknamed Bob Dylan style folk strumming. So that's root note, the D, and then strumming the thinnest 4 strings. And we do that 4 times of each. So it's 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then change to the E minor, where the root note is now, on the thickest E string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that just repeats for the whole song. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 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 do. So let me give you some tips and help you play this bit first, and then we'll play that melody towards the end of this video. The quick links are in the description below if you want to skip to the single note part. So here's our D chord, played 1, 2, 3, standard D major, fingers on an angle pointing towards your strumming hand kind of shoulder, and then we pick the root note and strum, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4. When you're doing the single string pick, you want to make it just a wrist motion, so just moving the wrist and keeping the forearm still, and for the strum, just kind of flick everything away. So flick downwards, slight movement of the arm, but still the movement is at the wrist as well. So just to focus on the strumming action, pick just the wrist, strum, just kind of let it flow down, but a smaller movement as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And staying on those thinner strings will really help to get this sound. I'm using a pick and picking string 4, strum, 4, strum, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we change to the E minor chord, and we then pick the thickest string and strum. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's have a play of this together. If you can't keep up with me with the single note, just go for a normal strum every time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Change chord there. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it should be nice and straightforward, this one. Everyone should be able to do this, even if it's one of your first ever songs. But try this Bob Dylan style folky pattern if you're up to it. So let's play that together now, really slow. in 2, 3, 4, root note, strum, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, E minor, thickest string, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to the D chord, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's repeat that really slowly, and I will sing the words just so that you get how the verse and the chorus work together, exactly the same chord sequence, and then you'll be away to practice this straight after this video. Let's play together in 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, change chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, change to D. D, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we start the verse. Poor old granddad, E minor. I laughed at all his words. D, I thought he was a bitter man. He spoke of women's ways. Keep it going back to the D. They trap you, then they use you. E minor, before you even know. D is blind, far too kind. Don't ever let it show. Chorus, same thing, D chord. I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger, and pause there. From there, it is just a loop from exactly what you've done. So if you could keep up with that, fantastic job. If you couldn't, pause this video now, have a quick practice, then rewind and have another go along to me. But we're going to move straight on now and move onto the lead line, which kind of follows the chorus pattern, at least in a rhythm point of view. Wish that I knew what I know now when I was younger. So for this little lead line, we're going to start with our first finger where it normally is on the D major chord, and pick that note, which is the 3rd string, 2nd fret, represented as 2 in the tab above. And then we play that note 3 times. 1, 2, 3. After the 3rd time, 1, 2, 3, 4. We go with our middle finger to 4th fret, and we're going to try and play this whole thing just with our first 2 fingers, okay, to make it even easier. We're going to go with your middle finger to 4th fret of that same string. 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, when you're placing your finger at any fret, it wants to be at this side of the fret area, not at this side or in the middle. We want it right up there. And the middle finger right over here, not in the middle. Still staying right on the tips of our fingers, staying like this, rather than being really flat. We're not holding a guitar, we're playing notes, so we need to bend that first knuckle like this. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go back. The 5th note is the same note we started with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me move my pick into shot so you can see it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we go 4th fret, but this time on the 4th string, so on the thicker string, and then to the open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 0, 4, 0 on the D string on the 4th string, this one here. If you want to play it along with me, join in. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Da da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4th fret to 0. To end that little section, it's a 2, 2nd fret of that same D string. Those last 3 notes, 1, 2, 3, 1, open string, 2nd fret. From the top, 3, 4. Three, 4. And that's certainly the main part. That should be recognisable if you listen to the song as that particular song. This is what a riff or a lead line does. It makes a song recognisable. A little bit slower. 3, 4. And then the last part of this riff, middle finger, 5th fret this time. So this on mine, I've got 2 dots, and this 2nd dot is the 5th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the 4th string. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. At 5th fret, 4th fret, and 2nd fret. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. So there's a little bit of sliding happens here. 2, 3 to 1st finger. 1, 2, 1. Now there, when I'm sliding from, when I'm moving from 4th fret to 2nd fret, I never lift off the string, but I do lift off the fretboard. So I'm sliding along the string, but I'm not squeezing. You can see my thumbs over the top. We slide and then press down again. Press here, slide, relax, press down, but never letting go of the string. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. So from the top, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Really slowly now, last time, let's play this together. Give this a really good go, guys. This is towards the end of the video. This is the last thing. We can do this. From that 1st finger where it would be on a D chord, here we go. In, 2, 3, 4. End part. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. And again, 3, 4. Stretch-wise, if your fingers are on an angle, it will be easier, or you can go with your 3rd finger for these notes. For any of those higher ones if you prefer, but we always want to start on 1st finger at that 2nd fret. Very last time, guys, here we go. One more time, we'll do the riff twice. In 2, 3, 4. And there's our song. So that lead line goes over the rhythm part that you've just learnt. To copy the rhythm part exactly as I did in the intro, we do up, down, up at the end. So pick, strum, 1, 2, 3, up, down, up. Now that does make it much more difficult because that's where we change chord. So I'm not expecting everyone to be able to do that, but if you needed an explanation of it and a demo, here it is one last time. Really slow. 3, 4. The best thing to notice on that one is it's on the last upstroke that I lift off to change chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Up, down, up is where we change chord. That's a little chord changing trick for you. Up, down, up. It's on the last upstrum that you lift off your chord, and that means we're there. We can arrive on the next chord. Your fingers are down for beat 1. That's absolutely the most important thing when changing chords in rhythm guitar. If there's an upstrum on the last beat of the bar, so on 4 and, or even later than that, make sure you're lifting off your chord for that last strum, and it's the coordination of that that will improve your chord changes. And that is the end of day 6. Thank you very much for joining me today. The idea now is that you'll practice this for a further 10 minutes along with the other songs that you've done over the last days and the last few days following these videos. And then join me tomorrow for day 6 when we're going to be looking at some minor chords and some fingerstyle picking in another song. So it's going to be without a pick the next lesson tomorrow. So it's going to be really great for a lot of you guys wanting to learn acoustic guitar, play some more intricate stuff with your right hand, but still great for beginners. And I hope to see you there. Please subscribe if you're enjoying this course so far and want to check out the rest of my videos. The link is down below in the description and on the screen now. Hopefully I'll see you again in one of my videos. Take care of yourselves, guys, and bye for now.